All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of The Compromise, aka Meet Me Halfway. And we have a very special guest today. I mean, to start off, like what year did we actually do the photo shoot?
We did my clothing business shoot in 2021, early 2021.
2021. Okay. That's a minute ago. That's a minute ago. So hey, we go way back like two flats on a Cadillac, and hey, I'm gonna let this young man here introduce himself, because he's, to us, when we first met you, you were very prestige, and you had this like demeanor about you, like, hey, I'm a business owner, like I'm straightforward. So we gonna let you go ahead and take the floor, and can you introduce yourself? Tell us where you're from, like what's a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, my name's Micai Shumate. I'm from Los Angeles, but I live in Dallas, Texas. I'm a photographer, business owner, and I'm a senior in high school. Finally, 4 years, I'm finally getting out.
Ooh, oh.
And I'm really a serial entrepreneur. Anything that I could sell, I will get my hands on it and I will sell it, literally.
Oh, okay. So you like those, when the old folks say you can sell ice to an Eskimo?
Exactly.
Oh, okay. What can you sell in this room right now? What, you have two items in front of you. Can you give us your elevator speech on that real quick?
I can sell this vitamin water.
Yeah.
And go to a retirement home. I said, look here, this can cure that arthritis in your hand. This can cure the arthritis. In this chair right here, this is a state-of-the-art chair.
Okay.
You see the back problems you got? Once you sit on this chair for about a month, you get up and stretch, you do a cartwheel, and you 76. So that's what you can do with this chair and this water.
Hey, I love it. He low-key called me 76, but I know these gray hairs coming, but Lord, ooh, yeah. So you're originally from California. Mm-hmm. California, okay. What brought the family to Dallas, Texas?
It's cheaper out here,
right?
And one of the reasons was because we lived in Inglewood. That's right next to Compton. So
the trenches.
Yeah, the trenches. Now Inglewood is not like it's not a bad city, but back then I'm sure, So she just wanted me to get out of that environment. So I wanted to end up, like some of the stereotypical guys out there.
Oh yeah, I understand that.
But I turned out good, apparently.
Hey, I think you turned out well. And shout out to Mama. She gonna shout out. Exactly. Hey, and we did, just to keep it, kind of off script, on script, because we, like I told you before, our podcast is just, we all over the place sometimes. Sometimes we're very structured and stuff like that. To get back into the structure, because I had a list of questions here. I'm over here like an interviewer and stuff like that. What are some of your favorite moments from the year of 20? So we're in 2023 now. What about 2022? What are some of your favorite moments from 2022?
I'd have to say early 2022, I did the DeSoto Winter Ball. That was like a seniors only event. And it was good. It was out there in Waxahachie Civic Center. And I was a photographer, so I was taking all the pictures. They was coming in. They was like, oh, hey, Micai. Because last year when I was a junior, when I first started photography, I only knew seniors. I only knew seniors. I didn't even know the people in my grade. So, yeah. And they all came in. It was nice. Like an hour in, I had to dump my photos on my tablet. I was kind of rushing because they was dancing out there, and then they was like, "But God, take the picture." I'm like, "Wait a minute, I gotta dump the pictures on the tablet because I ran out of space."
Yeah,
and then when I came out, it was like a different world. I mean, the smell, because they were sweaty. The girls were twerking. They had the shoes off.
Yeah.
And when everyone was sitting down, they looked tired. So when I'm taking the pictures, they're literally smelling like this.
They're tired. Sweating, hair sweated out at this moment. So
you can see all the lace front, everything. I'm like, gosh, dog. Don't ask me to edit that out too. I have to pay extra for that. But and in the middle of 2020, I have to say one of my biggest accomplishments was the Black Girls Rock shoot.
Ooh, okay. Let's hear a bit of what's Black Girls Rock. Okay.
Now the Black Girls Rock shoot, it wasn't really an idea. It wasn't, a planned thing. I was talking to one of my clients. Her name is Jada. She goes to I forgot what college, but I think it's out there in Austin.
Okay.
But her and I was talking, and she was like, you know what, I want to, like the Girlfriends TV show, like got the 4 girls. I was like, oh, that seems like a pretty good idea. So I posted on my story. I was like, hey, who wants to do this?
Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding.
You got message after message.
Message after message. People like, oh, I want to do that. I want to do that. Yeah, I want to do that. So I was like, okay, these are too many people. So I was going to just make a group thing, Black Girls Rock. So I made made all of the, the requirements for dressing and makeup.
Yeah.
I said, please get your feet done, because I had some incidents where I did studio shoots and the girls' feet messed up my white paper. And
so like the bottom of their feet.
Yes, it was
dirty.
Just dirt. Oh my gosh,
man.
But it was good. I think we had about 12 girls.
Yeah.
All mixed ages, and it was really fun. It was a really good experiences for some of the girls, because some of those were loners, so they needed that uplift from the other girls. Like, oh yeah, because I remember we had this one girl. She was kind of unconfident.
Yeah.
And she was taking a picture. She was like, in her shell. Everybody was like, "Come on, get up! Come on, spread out." They was giving her poses to do it.
Yeah.
I was just laughing, because I was like, "Oh, this is cute." And then when we got done with the pictures, everybody, hey,
clapping.
Exactly. There was clapping, and that was a special moment. And the second one, it was about the same, but I think it was more encouraging, because most of the people who went to the first one went to the second one. That was good. And I think my last one was getting accepted to my college, Sam Houston University.
Sam Houston. Oh man, what's the mascot for Sam Houston?
It's a beer cat. I don't even know what a beer cat.
Beer cat. Okay.
But I'm gonna be a beer cat.
Shout out to Sam Houston. You ready? What do you have your major? I'm over here asking all these questions like I'm a parent and stuff. Do you have your major ready? Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm not in a rush to get out of the house. I love living at home, but
hey.
I think it would be a good experience to, to try something new.
Yeah.
But I'm going for my majoring in political science and minoring in international communications.
I like that.
Politics.
Politics. Okay. Politician, future. I heard you talk a lot about, getting a group of people or getting a group of women together, empowering women and stuff like that. What would they say? Like if you had like all of them in this room right now, what would they say your best characteristic is? Like, what's the best thing about you?
You know what they said this because I asked every one of them for a quote. Let me pull the quote up because I have it right here.
Oh yeah. Okay. Shout out to them. You gotta shout out their Instagram handle and stuff too.
Yeah. Okay, so this one is from my friend Kiki.
Yeah.
So she was like, I had a lot of fun and it was a comfortable environment. I'm not a model or anything, so I appreciate everyone being helpful during the whole experience. I would love to do it again. And this is from my friend Brianna. She was one of my best friends. Yeah. She was like, I have had the utmost fun with Micai. Not only are photo shoots with him are fun, but it uplifts me and it fulfills my self-confidence. Also, he's a great friend of mine outside of photography. He's very caring and will always be there for me no matter what. So I think that's what a lot of the girls think. Me as a friend, beautiful. As someone who will help them out.
A shout out to them. Oh my gosh, that's some very kind words. And out of all your friends, is anybody going to Sam Houston? Anybody taking a trip with you or?
No, I think I just got my aunt, my mom, and my cousin coming with me.
Okay.
I do have two other friends
that got accepted.
Yeah, one friend is going.
Okay.
The other friend is thinking about it. I'm trying to get her to go.
How you gonna persuade her? Like, okay, hey, look, Sam Houston, like it's H-Town. It's in. Yeah. It's how far is it? Like in the center?
It's an hour drive from Houston.
Okay. So that's not bad. So you're gonna be right in the thick of it.
Yeah, and it's right next to I think Texas A&M.
Texas A&M. Oh, okay, okay. I heard Texas A&M a little boring, but hey, we gon'
I mean, it's white. It's a lot of white people.
It's the it's the kind of people, we say that, definitely. Oh man, but congratulations first off
Thank you.
on getting accepted. Hey, congratulations on your shoots and how the year went for you too as well, because that's a segue or easy segue into talking about your business, like the business side of things, and you know where is it going? What we see for the future for your business, like.
So now 2023, I had a lot of
Yeah.
okay, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. And then as soon as 2023, I was like, you know what? I don't really feel like doing all that.
Hey,
Because for the majority of the time, I'm the only person who's really setting up all these shoots, calling all these people, texting everyone, planning, and setting the date and getting all this equipment ready. I'm the only person. So
solo.
I had 6 shoots for 6 months. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm looking at it realistically now. Like, I'm not gonna do all of these shoots, but I am gonna do the ones that I think are realistic. So I think the ones that are gonna be realistic is the Wildest Dream shoot on February 20th.
February 20th.
February 20th at Clyde Warren Park. If you want to hit me up about that, my Instagram is at ITZ_.MICAI right there. And
We're going to throw it up there.
and my next one is the Black Girls Rock Part 3. It's going to be the last one in Dallas, probably the last one I may ever do for a little while. Before everyone go off to college.
Yeah.
Do one last one. So I think that'll be good. That's going to be on March 25th.
March 25th. We're going to put those dates up there too, so people can know. And we're going to put your Instagram for sure, so people can be able to follow and they can know, they can see who you are. We're going to shout you out because we love working with you, and we want our followers to be your followers too. We want our business to be your business. Like, hey, we all about spreading love. That's what we do. So I love it. I love it. Black Girls Rock Part 3. Man, you did it. You on the third one, and you got those kind of comments from the first, or was it the second one?
That was the first one.
The first one. Oh man, hey, shout out to them. If you give me their Instagrams, I'll put their Instagram up there too, so they can be like, oh my God, like
Exactly.
my Instagram. Hopefully we get famous one day from this and stuff like that. But yeah, another thing too, with you being so young, like I know when I was young, oh man, I can't even. I still feel young, but I'm old. My birthday is next month, and I'm getting closer and closer to 30. But when I was young, I didn't even have the mindset of becoming a business owner, becoming a entrepreneur. I didn't even want to work a job, to be honest with you. I was like, if I can be as lazy as possible, if I can win the lottery and just go home, I would do that. But what got you into entrepreneurship? Like, what got you into being a business owner and being so young? Because I know the first thing you were selling was clothing. I was like, you had a whole brand. And I wanted to get into that too, because I was like, I always wanted to figure out what the name meant for your brand. And so I was like, what made you get into that so young?
The entrepreneurship or the clothing?
Both. Like any.
So with me being an entrepreneur, it started in the trenches of the 4th grade.
The fourth?
The 4th grade.
Oh my gosh. Did you like see a magazine?
No. See, my mom, she's a police officer, so she would get gifts and everything. And I think one day someone gave her a box of chips.
Okay.
And she gave me the box of chips. Now, greedy 4th grade Micai was either going to eat those box of chips or was going to think of another way to do something with this box of chips. So I didn't eat it. I went to school the next day and I sold the entire box and I made $20.
So it's like the Sam's Clubs, like
exactly the Sam's Club.
Okay.
So that's what really got me excited. The feel of getting money, the feel of making my own choices and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I done a lot to make money. I sold snacks, washed cars, did yard work. I did demolition. I Ubered friends for gas. Helped start numerous garage sales around the neighborhood. And let me tell you a story. This is a crazy story. So Halloween of 2018.
Yeah.
I didn't eat my candy.
Okay.
Guess what I did with it?
You sold the candy.
I sold the candy.
Oh my gosh.
But I didn't sell it in a normal way.
Okay. Okay.
14-year-old me decided to take the candy out of the wrapper
Yeah.
and put it into separate clear baggies and didn't even write the name on it. So when I when I went to school the next day and I tried to sell them, they was like, "What is that?"
They didn't even know what kind of candy.
They didn't even know what it was. So I went back home. I showed my mom. When I tell you, she went on the floor. She's like, "What were you thinking?" And thinking back on, I don't even know what I was thinking either. I don't even know why I did that.
Man.
So I was sad. I ain't sold not one piece of candy.
And this is 14 years old that you start. Oh my gosh, these ages, like it just. I got some friends out here that be watching, and I know I know some of them older than me. So y'all 30 something. Hey, 14. And then what? So going to college, political science though, so because you can sell, ice to an Eskimo. You sold the vitamin water, you sold the chair, you sold the candy, getting into that atmosphere. Did you not think about becoming like a salesman or, cause you very confident in it. I see the confidence.
So I think the business side and the politician, I think that can go hand in hand.
Okay.
When you're trying to sell, a bill or something, we got to get this passed. But
Right.
But politics is my passion, really. Salesman, I think I could do that as a job, but I don't want a job. I want to do what I want to do. That's the passion.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
And where did the passion? I feel like I'm asking you so many questions. Like this is an interview. Where did the passion come from? For politics. Just getting into that.
Really, conversations with me and my stepdad.
Mm-hmm.
We would go back and forth on issues, but I didn't really get into politics until about 2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
And when I start getting into it, I start understanding a lot of things about the country and a lot of things that happen, with Trump and Hillary.
I was about to say, make America great again.
Exactly.
You didn't want to do that.
And just a lot of controversial stuff and Obama and everything.
Yeah.
So I'm working for, I don't know if you heard of Carl O. Sherman.
Carl O. Sherman. I'm going to have to look that up. To be honest.
He's a Texas state representative. Mm-hmm. He was the first African-American and former mayor of DeSoto.
Okay.
So I work for him now as a social media coordinator.
Wow.
So yeah, now I work for the government. I work for the state. So.
Government official. I can't curse anymore on here because might go to jail. That's okay though. But I like that. And that's another segue, going into the next follow up is, who is your role model? Who do you see that, like you looked up to this person, or this is a person that I'm like, I guess I'll say mine first, because it's going to be very hard because I got to think a little bit. A role model of mine, because I know on one of my podcasts I did say it was my mom. Like my mom she was a hard worker. She worked 3 jobs and yada, yada, yada. And she knows that. She knows she's like my role model in the heart. But if I was to say a person, that's a very good, I think Jamie Foxx. If I was to say anybody, because I won't even want to act like I know some of these politicians that and stuff like that. So I'm going to just act like, I know the people I know. Jamie Foxx, with all of the different directions that he was able to go into, like singing, acting, putting on, what was his character when he dressed up and he had the whole wig and stuff.
I forgot.
He was amazing to me, and he came out of, I want to say, Tyler, Texas. He's like down the road. So seeing how he came from like a little small part of Texas and not even come from the bigger city, the inner cities and stuff like that, I was just like, man, Jamie Foxx is like, I watch his show to this day. Like everybody was like, Martin up here, and I'd be like, I want to say Jamie Foxx is up here for me. Like, cause I love Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx is kind. You see that on the show and stuff like that. So, and he a hard worker, cause he like on Shazam now. He's on so many different things, but so many different avenues. But for you, who would be your role model, or somebody that you can give two? You can give like one that's, maybe family, and then one that's maybe like, oh, this is my celebrity or my politician. Role model.
Of course, I'm gonna go your way. I'm gonna say my mom.
Okay, shout out to mama.
Now, not because she was a hard worker, because she's a hard worker. She's a detective now. She works at the headquarters, but she's very smart. She put me up on a lot of game. A lot of the game that I'm on right now, she put me up on it, and she prepared me to be set for the future.
Yeah,
she prepared me to be set right now, really a lot of things wouldn't have happened without her, and I think I'm grateful for her for that.
She did an amazing job. Shout out to mama. Shout out to mama.
Shout out to mom. And I'd have to say, for the other person, other role model.
That's a thinker, right? It made me think a little bit. I was like, ooh, who is it? But I was like, Jamie Foxx. Y'all like, that man is crazy good.
I'd have to say Barack.
Barack Obama? Okay.
In my political field, yeah, because he's president.
Hey.
The only person.
Only black. Like,
because he was the senator, then president. Now, what I plan to do, after college, I want to work for a representative.
Okay.
So Mark Veazey, he's in charge of the Fort Worth, Arlington, Grand Prairie area.
Okay. And
the Jasmine Crockett, she's in charge of the Dallas and DeSoto, Cedar Hill area right now. But she's newly elected. So when I come back, to Dallas, she's not going to go out. Mark, he's like 51. I'm like, let me go ahead and work for him and see if
let me put my 4 years
in. If he can vet me so I could take over the spot. I'm going to put that out there. If he can vet me, put me on the spot.
Yeah.
So that's ultimately what I want to do. I want to become a Texas representative for Congress.
And that's what I was going to ask you that too. Like, cause I actually had a friend of mine. I'm seeing ages all across the board. I think in the U.S., I've seen the youngest age I may have seen a mayor 20 or 21 or something like that.
A mayor in Arkansas, 18.
18. Oh my gosh. Yeah. And that's crazy because my people live in Arkansas and I'm like, I don't even know that. But 18 years old. So what is your position that you would go for like once you're graduated and you're ready to come back here and you're like, I'm finna change it. I'm finna change the world.
Political stance, party?
Yeah.
Now, I'm just going to say Democrat.
Okay. Democrat. And then the position. Are you going to be a mayor, senator?
Starting off when I come back as a staffer or probably chief of staff.
Okay.
But ultimately representative. And then work my way up as soon as I get that position.
Okay. So, I like that. I like it.
You can't really say too much when you got a future in politics because they will look back at it and they're going to nick me.
Yeah.
So this is probably going to come back to me in a couple of years.
I might not need to put your Instagram on here. I'm like, because if they come back here and be like, wait a minute, you were talking about, Caucasians. Let's talk about black people too. Black people, they're crazy. They're crazy. but no, it's all love. And we love all races and people, genres, anybody. We love them so much. And that's really cool. Cause I was thinking, I was like, dang, so what's in the future? And I think, the next question, we already kind of asked it. I mean, we can ask it again. Like, what's to come for 2023 for you? Not even just, I guess, business-wise. Not just business-wise, personal. Like, what's to come? Like, 2023, what's, the year of what for you?
The year of, I would say, completion.
Okay.
I turned 18. Birthday was in November. Got my car. I'm stacking my money.
Okay.
I'm working, finna graduate. Finna apply for housing, move out in August, finally starting my life as an adult.
I love it.
I think this is the year of completion. So this is where everything starts,
Yeah.
Basically, so yeah.
Hey, I love that. 2023, the year of completion. Hey, we got to get it done. I love that. I think that even speaks to us too as well, because hey, we have to, like, for even me in India, she's not here. She's at work. I think she's still at work right now. I don't even know what time it is. She's probably still at work. But yeah, it's complete. That's a very good. And to be so young, like, shout out to your mom. I want to shout her out one more time. Shout out to mom. Shout out to, we're going to keep pressing that button. Oh, not that one. Not that one. No, mom, we love you. We love you, mom.
Sorry for that.
This is what we meant, mom. That's what we meant. But, because to be so well mannered and, driven and smart, like you said, your intellect at a young age is that is very fascinating to me, because I don't have many friends that when we were young, no stabs or nothing at my friends, because if they watching this, they're going to be like, come on, bro, I'm not smart. Yeah, we was retarded, bro. We weren't like that smart. So let's just own up to it. But let's call a spade, at this point. But no, I really admire, the person that you becoming and, seeing your journey and your growth. That's why I just shout out to that. That's why I was like, hey, we would love you to come on the podcast. As you can see, he saw me in here like running around, sweating and all this stuff. We have a lot going on sometimes. So that's probably why we like, hey, look, let's get this time. Let's do this. Let's do that, kind of thing. But today we was just like, hey, we got to do it today. Let's go ahead and knock it out. And then we're going to post this thing and we're going to see how it goes. Hopefully we post it before one of your shoots so people can be able to come to it. Y'all can come to his shoots and be there and support this young man on his journey because he's doing great. Not too many young people are having that intellect and mindset on that. So just wanted to round applause to Mama first and then round applause to Micai because he is doing the doggone thing. This is the hour of random questions. I don't know. I'm gonna ask a question to you and then we'll do something different. I'm gonna ask a question to you and then you ask a question to me. Just anything random that you can think of. Like nothing that it don't even have to be like political. It don't have to be nothing. My random one, cause I had one before, like I asked someone and I had them really like stuck on something. And I was just like, what is love? What does love mean to you? He was just like, oh my God, like what is love? And I was just like, I got you. What is love? Because love, people try to define it in so many different ways. But the question I would ask for you, excuse me, I'm over here burping. Let's see. I think I'll ask a 2-part question. I think I'll ask, well, not a 2-part. I think I'm gonna ask 2 different questions. Let's do that. So my first question, really weird, but I had a discussion with a friend the other day. Do you believe in aliens?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Now, I do think of myself as a Christian, but
okay,
I do believe in science as well. And
I like that.
There's no way you can have all these universes and just this big old galaxy without having some type. We can't be the only planet down here with some life on it. I'm sure there's other things that we can't see that we've probably looked at but can't see through the naked eye.
Yeah.
So
I love that.
I guess I'm a little bit of a conspiracy theorist.
I love that. Yeah, I'm saying, wait, I like you said, I believe in God, Christianity. I was born on it. I was born in the Baptist, Southern Baptist, but we was getting baptized. Gotcha. We got dipped twice. I was like, dog, I ain't that much of a sinner now. Like, don't.
I can't breathe.
I know. I was like, Pastor, I'm drowning. Like, is this okay? But I was like, dang, like God created, when he created the earth and everything and all these galaxies. And then I just read an article the other day. It said like, we found like 5,000 Earths. I was like, wait a minute. Like, and you looking at these planets, like they look just like Earth. I was just like, oh my God. Like, and then we always say a strange thing too as well, that God has a sense of humor, And I was just like, what if he did create, so many different Earths? And who said that, he only put life here, and I think the Bible never stated that. Like,
you know why? I got a theory.
Okay, what's the theory? You ready for it?
So, after tribulations and everything. So, if
the camera done stopped, but keep going. We're going to keep rocking.
If God has been here for all these, all the time, I'm sure that, my mind. I'm sure that they're, his angels, and I'm sure us, when we all pass on, are going to be exploring those planets.
Yeah.
If we're going to live for eternity, I'm sure we're just going to keep going from planet to planet to planet, and just keep doing it, and just keep growing and keep doing all these things. So that's my theory. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I love it. We had a little camera stoppage over there. The camera got tired on me. But no, I like that. I even said to one of my friends, it was the funniest thing the other day. We were talking, having a deep conversation, that I said, what if heaven is a whole nother planet? Like, what if we go to, like, when God says heaven and, hell, I was like, what if, like, because if you imagine hell, it could be the sun, it could be a version of the sun somewhere. No one really knows, like, you gonna be burning forever. Like, hey, it could be the sun. I was like, burning forever. You live on the sun, you're definitely gonna do that for sure. You're gonna be on fire. And I was like, heaven could be a very nice, like me and my wife, India, we watched Avatar, and that was so beautiful how everything was like flowing and moving around and stuff like that. And I was like, that planet could be called heaven. You know, I was like, that could be cool too. So I like that. I like that.
Beautiful but long.
Yeah, beautiful. And yeah, right. It is like a 3-hour movie. I did doze off one time, and I had to wake back up because I was like, ooh, we still going, huh?
I was laying all the way back.
Thank God our chairs didn't have recliners on that. So I'm going to pass it to you. Our camera then died and everything. We're going to throw like some little snippet in there saying like, oh yeah, technical difficulties. But, hey, who don't have them? In this world that me and you both believe that God is real and God is perfect and we're not. So I'm going to throw it to you because I had a second question, but when the camera died, I was like, ooh, I forgot the question.
Yep.
So
okay. I got a question. All right.
Okay.
So you in India,
mm-hmm.
Are y'all thinking about having children?
Ooh, that is a very good question. That's a very, very, very good question. Yes, we are thinking about children. I would say I would speak for India just a little bit because India, so sometimes women have like certain things and stuff like that. She had an episode where she spoke on cysts and fibroids. So she has like fibroids on her ovaries. And so right now we're really just trying to pray those away or just see if we can get surgery or something like that to get those off first. Very common. So that's the thing and she found out too as well, like through family members. It's like, I got cousins that got fibroids. I got aunties. I don't want to say my mama, but somebody had fibroids. My mom would be like, don't tell people I have fibroids. I'm like, my bad, mom. And then they had kids. Those people are individuals that we've heard, had fibroids in the past. They've had kids before. So that's kind of one of her scares right now. We do want kids. We want to create a little Anderson. Hopefully, he or she loves photography just as much and loves podcasts, so they can be over there by the camera, making sure it don't die. And I'll be like, yeah, come on, little 3-0, control the camera. But yes, to answer the question, we do want to have kids. Right now, we just don't know when, it's kind of like it's scary too, to have kids. You don't know.
Especially in this world. I done been getting so many Amber Alerts. I'm like, gosh, dog.
I got one yesterday. Oh my gosh. The funny thing about it, I'm from Louisiana and I didn't get Amber Alerts in Louisiana. When I moved to Texas, first time my phone started, bam, bam, I was like, oh, wait a minute, is that overheated? Like, what's going on? So I'm looking at it like a person with a car and I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Is the police telling me to go do, like I didn't know what to do.
Fun fact, Amber Heard. No, and not Amber Heard, but the Amber Alert actually started in Arlington. I don't know.
Really?
So
really? Was it a girl named Amber?
It was a girl named Amber, and she got snatched and killed. I want to say snatched, but she got kidnapped and killed. And the mom, she advocated for her, and they went through Congress, and they got the bill, Amber Alerts. So,
and that's what you're gonna be doing in the future, though.
Yeah.
Shout out to you. Hey. You're going to be doing that. You're going to be, making that change so that we can, because we need it. As, Black people, I think and it's great that you are getting into politics too, because I know, even myself, we are ignorant. Some of us are ignorant to politics. I'm in finance, and I know a lot of Black people are ignorant to finance, but for sure a lot of Black people are ignorant to politics because when Obama got, in office or inaugurated, I know all of my people are like, oh, we finna be millionaires tomorrow. It's like, oh no, I don't think so. I don't think that's how. I think it's other, branches that, he's a part of the executive branch. I think the judicial legislator have to be able to do some bills to get some things rolling. And we got senators, we got this primaries, we got the actually, so it was so many things that I was like learning during the time that I was like, I don't think that we know truly about politics and stuff like that. So, hey, shout out to you. Just once more, shout out to you for sure. And
I just think Obama was good for that time. Showing everyone hope and everything. Now he has done some good things, but he's been a little controversial.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's been very controversial. No, not.
Oh.
Imagine him in the Oval Office just fighting senators and stuff,
punching them. I swear you're gonna get this.
I told you to sign that bill. And No, he's been very controversial, but I think a lot of people give him slack because he's black.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Is he really black though? That's another question.
Yeah, he's black.
He black? Okay.
But you know what I think? I think what black people should do. I'm seeing a lot of diversity in Congress right now. You know,
Yeah.
all these different types of people.
Yeah.
But black people, everyone wants play victim.
Yeah.
They don't want to do anything. I think you should represent your people, represent your district, your state, and you need to get out there.
Yeah.
Tell them to vote for you, and actually get some things done, and not fall into the political trap. Like special interests, people paying you for the, like let's say you have an oil rig and oil rig company that's in your district.
Yeah.
They're gonna pay you to, for their favors.
Yeah.
You can't do that. You gotta do it for the people. And
I like that.
We have too many politicians that don't care about their district. They only care about their own career and their special interests. So I'm not doing that. So.
We gonna definitely the next time that we can get together and then have both cameras rolling so one of them don't die on us. But we still have the iTunes, so we definitely, for our listeners and stuff like that, this hasn't cut off, so we've been good. We're gonna get into that so if you have some ideas or have some things that, as black people, even being so young, that we can understand, that'll be perfect for us. 'Cause I think we need to definitely get to understand politicians, understand what's going on and stuff like that. We got to get better. We got to do better as black people. But coming close to the end here, one of our things that we love to do, and we say, give tips or advice to the young people, but you are the young people. So, so some of your peers out there, what are some tips or what are some things that words of encouragement? Like things like, for myself, I'll go first again. Things that I tell people, my one common thing that I always tell people, and I'm gonna say it to you too as well. Never give up. I think that you're on I praised you earlier. Don't give up. Whatever comes into your path, whatever obstacle comes in your way and stuff like that, don't see it as negative. Don't see it as like a negative trial or a tribulation. Always look at things, because you say you're a believer in God. And I believe that God created all things positive. I don't think God created man created the gun, and then the gun ain't evil. It's the people that use it, kind of thing. So that's why I try to tell people sometimes we make it negative,
Sometimes it's our fault.
Yeah, it's our fault. Like we click to blame the devil or blame this and blame that and stuff like that. Sometimes, hey, you ain't got no money because you spent your money. Like don't get mad at whoever else because you spent your money. But that's the idea. And that's why I encourage you. And if that encourages anybody else out there, I wanted to say it to you for sure, because the path that you on, man, hey, you started this young and then you going this way. If you don't go this way, or if you don't stop right here, like your trajectory is always going that way. So I believe in you, and I know, I tell you all the time, like, hey, if you need us to help anything, we got the time, or, we're not doing all this, trying to, hey, I don't know if we can do this weekend. We'll definitely help out with, your journey, and definitely help out with, your shoots and stuff like that. 'Cause you getting into our realm now, and we definitely here for it, but never give up. Always keep the hope. Negative ain't negative. Negative sometimes is a positive. Sometimes it's just a learning thing too as well. Sometimes you may have failed that test, so God can put you in this position so you can study harder. You probably got to be like, oh, wait a minute. I wouldn't study as hard as I could. I was trying to do this or do that and overthinking it. I just should sit down and study. And, I should leave my friends alone or leave the texting alone or something like that. But that's just my words of encouragement. But I'm going to give the floor to you because I talk a lot, and let you have it.
And I think for me and my peers, I'm gonna talk more on financially.
Okay.
Because I think a lot of people I'm like, oh, you should do this. You should start a business. You should do this and that. You should help me out. Become the assistant or something. Or, you should go volunteer, interview, or internship. They was like, no, I want to go to the mall, go to the movies, all this stuff. And, you can still be a teenager, but still still do stuff for the future.
Yeah. Yeah.
it's better off to do the stuff now than wait, and then you're 25 years old, but you could have done this when you were 17, and you could have been flourished when you were 25.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to do right now. And I think financially, a lot of young people, they think that their youth is just escaping them. They're like, oh my gosh, no, I have to hurry up and, do all these experiences and stuff. I think people just need to slow down, figure out what they want to do, because a lot of seniors that I'm talking to, a lot of my friends, they know what college they want to go to, but they don't have their major.
Yeah.
Or they know their major, but they really don't know what they really want to do.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people just need to slow down, think about your life, and actually take wisdom from your elder.
Yeah.
Because you'll actually catch something. If you sit down and talk to an elderly person, they will drop some gems.
Yeah. Like me. I'm 70. What you had said? I'm 79.
79. But yeah.
I love that. That when you said financially, I said I graduated finance and work finance companies and stuff like that. I work for a finance company now and just got out of work a minute ago, but definitely he is hitting on the pin. A lot of people think that I was one of the people. I was like, hey, let me go ahead and go to the club. Let me do all this and spend. But you don't understand how many times we spend $30 here and there. And my thing, I'll even say it here because I know we got a few more moments. Start a Roth IRA. If you're that young, if you got income, start a Roth IRA and put some money in an investment account. Hey, invest your money. Don't just save it. Invest your money. Put it to the side. Hey, if your investment is put in a shoebox, put it in a shoebox. Hey, you ain't got to put it in an account if you don't feel. Some people don't trust accounts. So hey, I know a lot of people out there that's like that. But if I would have started that long time ago, the craziest part about it is being in finance. You understand how some of these people got rich, like Donald Trump with insurance, a payout from an insurance. Warren Buffett started young. That's how he did. He just started young, and he just became a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? That's just the truth be told. He was just like, man, I was just picking companies I thought that would make it. If you listen to a lot of his interviews, he's just like, investing is just guessing. It's just not a thing of I know what I'm doing. If it was a lot of people that knew what they were doing, you would see more Warren Buffetts. That's just the truth about it. You would see a lot of people that's like, oh, I know what I'm doing. If you have those people that tell you oh, you do this and that, you can go do all of that and it may not look like their stuff. And then you go do your own stuff and it's better than theirs. That's what investing is. Hey, believing in yourself and trusting your funds, trusting your money, put it to the side, save it. Hey, I wish I would have did it because, hey, I'm telling you, $100 here and there, buying shoes, buying earrings. I got earrings on now. Hey, I bought gold grills. I was keeping up with the trends. You said you're from the trenches. I thought I was from the trenches. And then I met a couple guys and I was like, oh man, y'all are from the trenches. They was just like, we're going to go to jail. Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to do that. I'm gonna go on back to my mama's house and chill with her. I respect y'all. I respect the decision you made, but I didn't want to go to jail and stuff like that. But definitely, I love that. And I went on a whole little segment about the financial thing because that you hit home with that one. You hit home with a lot of details and key things. The last thing, because I know I talk a lot. Let's get that Instagram handle from you once more. YouTube channel, shout out the business account, everything you got. Let's put it on the table right now so everybody can hear. I'm gonna turn you up loud as I can so everybody can hear what you got to say. We ready for you.
All right. Are y'all looking at me? You looking at me? I'm looking
Make
at you.
eye contact.
Okay, I'm looking at you. Instagram, ITZ_.MICAI. YouTube. I'm not on it anymore, but it's still funny. Kid Supreme, capital K, capital S. If you want to laugh, if you're feeling a little depressed, go watch some of my videos. You'll get a laugh, I'm sure. What else I got?
Instagram, Twitter. Photography. Okay.
Photography. DELI, deli, like a deli sandwich.
Yeah.
AGO, ago. Deli, ago. Deli, ago. Photography.
Yeah.
That's my Instagram. I am based in DeSoto, Texas. That's where my studio is. But if you would like to take any pictures outside, like Dallas, if you need me to drive to Fort Worth, Arlington, anywhere, then I'm available for driving.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Hey.
That's pretty much it.
Hey, we love it. And we appreciate you. And, like I said, I didn't have too many gifts. I had gave him some water. I was like, that's my gift, and a pen. We had a pen of the Anderson's photography. But thank you so much. Thank you for being who you are. And thank you for coming on here. We appreciate it. Hey, we appreciate you.
Thank you for inviting me. I mean, this is my first time at a podcast. It was so smooth.
Yeah,
you got a great soda.
A hiccup, like one. I was like the camera that fell, so that part is gonna be black. You're not gonna be able to see us, but it's okay. But yeah, we end it by saying that we love everybody, no matter who you are. Everybody, God bless. And this is The Compromise, aka Meet Me Halfway, and we're out.